Babyliciouses! Baby, we're back! Welcome to Babes in the Conclave, a Traitors podcast where a couple of queers talk crushes, gay drama, and strategy. Today, we are catching up. We are watching the Traitors Quebec Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. Je m'appelle Annabel, je suis fidèle. And joining me is mon amour, ChiliPhilly!
Bonjour.
Yeah, neither of us speak French. We have no idea what we're saying. Before we get any further, spoiler warnings. Obviously, full spoiler warnings for all seasons of Traitors Quebec, and literally any other season we feel like talking about. We sometimes do light spoilers. We've been getting better. Honestly, I think for this one, specifically, spoilers for Traitors
Canada.
Canada. Traitors Canada, the most recent season in particular.
Yes.
And yeah, Traitors Canada season, is it season 3 we just had?
No.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
For
No, it must be
yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Anyway, full spoilers for that. Programming notes. We are late. We are sorry. Like, Philly and I booked and busy. Our social life has just been crazy.
Non-stop.
And then I'm going to Vietnam/Japan for work for the next 10 days. So Philly may or may not have somebody on to do next week, but otherwise you might be waiting 2 more weeks for the next drop. But after that, May, we're so good. We're so clear. We'll be back to regular programming. April has just been a lot. Speaking
Mm.
of which, Phillicent, many of the
Mm.
babes have been chatting about our appearance at the Australian
Suppo-
Survivor reunion.
yes. Thank you, random Babes in the Conclave fans for defending our presence at the finale.
Well, I'm so glad you saw that post as well. So for context, babes, for the non-chronically online babes, there was a Reddit post, like showing some photo or whatever from the Australian Survivor later season finale that ChiliPhilly and I were both at. And everyone was like, who the fuck is that girl? I'm pretty sure she was never on Survivor. And also, why is Phil there?
Yeah. It's just so funny because I was thinking about it today because I saw that and I was like, for somebody who's quite irrelevant to the larger Survivor thing, I come up a lot on Reddit. And but it's so funny because it's like, okay, so I'm supposedly meant to be a mega rando, even though I'm an alumni. Actually, and that person, whoever posted that, they were also like, yeah, Phil was in the background with the cast. What? E- in the giant photo of all the alumni. Like, what are you talking about? It was so strange.
Like, okay, totally reasonable to be like, who the fuck is that bitch and what is she doing here? Um, Famously, we're really good friends with Mark Warnock. He is queen of the pet hets.
Yeah.
Okay? Was there to support my friend, invited by him, and I'm adopted, okay? Would you hang out with my cast? That's what I have to say to the Redditors. So thanks, babes.
Yes, thank you, babes.
But yeah, any notes, any fun stories to share?
No, it was really fun. It was fun to party with everybody. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to meet all the cast members we hadn't met. Up to
Yeah.
that point, you finally got to meet your true love.
The sexual tension between Don and I, let me tell you, not even the strong stench of stale cigarettes could turn me off. That was really beautiful. Blanche as well. I tried to connect with Titty's grandma Blanche, but she was quite distracted by a group of men in their late 20s. So it was really difficult for me to get some attention there. But my obsession with Faith does deepen.
Great, great. I love that.
All right, moving on to the traitors, because we've really left people hanging. Overall thoughts of the first 2 episodes.
I liked it. Again, it's this weird thing that we always run into with the UK and US seasons happening at the same time, and now we're doing Quebec and Canada. It's like same, but different. But this is same, and different in the good way. It's
Yeah.
like you watch Traders Canada. Well, guess what? Here's a more chaotic, messed up version of it. Unlike the US and UK one where it's like, here's a more boring version of the UK.
Literally. Literally. So the missions, the twists, they're all the same. And like English speaking Canadians, as we say, cracked,
Mhm.
but the Quebecois are on a whole new level. They are deeply and profoundly insane and have not disappointed. Like this was amazing, and you will all be pleased to hear we have the comeback of some synergologists. So
Yeah.
without further ado, shall we get into some of our standout characters?
Mhm.
Let's start with the traitors. Philly,
Mhm.
what did you think about our traitor, secret agent Dominique?
Um, I love the new trend of amongst all of the traders of older women. They're in their large meeting. They were like, okay, we need the 60-year-old woman to be the trader multiple times. Let's test it out. They really want it to work. They really want it to work.
And it kind of does. So Dominique is an older lady. She's retired and now takes care of her parents, which is a totally legitimate job, past thing to do. So go fuck yourself, Francois, is all I have to say. All right. But she used to be the executive director of CSIS. From what that's the Canadian Security and Intelligence Services. So I think that's like kind of the equivalent of like ASIO or the CIA.
Mm. Yep.
Anyway, she is amazing. She immediately gets her knickers in a knot because Priest Francois has the fucking audacity to say to Dominique, surely you're not just a retired grandma looking after your parents. Like, everyone here has some kind of cool job. You've got a dirty secret. And Dominique is really upset for two reasons. First of all, he's completely right. She's a bloody former, like, CSI director. But the main reason, obviously the main reason she's upset, Philly, is because she just felt really diminished by that. Do you even think of me as a person, Francois? Am I enough for you? Can a woman not simply be retired and care for people, you misogynist?
How dare you? How dare you?
Dominique delivered. We love her. All right, what about Genevieve, our influencer traitor?
This won't land on you because you don't watch Drag Race, and to be honest, nor do I really. To be do I? But Genevieve looks like you might have to look this person up, but she looks like spoiler alert for the recent season of Drag Race, but the person who has just won Drag Race, Mikey Meeks, like she looks exactly the same. And all I was thinking, um, spelt like
Oh, like as in a Mikey.
yeah.
Oh my God, she does look like. And for those of you who don't watch Mikey Meeks, sorry, Drag Race, basically Arya Stark. Imagine
Yes.
Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I am glad that you did this because I'm going to share my screen for those of you watching on
Okay.
YouTube because I want to show you, we have another celebrity doppelganger actually on
Oh,
this season.
yeah.
So Mikey Meeks is Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to show you a celebrity and you are going to tell me who this
Who
is
this is
on
meant to
our
be. Okay.
cast. All right, it is
Okay.
Lawrence. You won't have, this is a joke only my mum will get. Lawrence Llewellyn, maybe Bowen,
Yeah.
who is a British possess.
Oh my God, you might need to zoom it in a little bit more.
Just imagine them, but blonde.
Blonde.
Imagine a
Um,
blonde Lawrence
wait,
Llewellyn Bowen. I saw it as soon
wait,
as I saw this person.
I need to, now I need to look up the cast because I have to, I
Let
don't,
me also do Traitors Quebec season 3 cast.
uh,
Where are
uh,
we?
my God, where
No,
are
I'm
these
telling you, they're
people?
literally the same. Oh no, that's
Oh,
the wrong.
Elaine.
It's a It's Alen. They
That is
even
hilarious.
dress the same. Like, he often does the little kind of cravat thing that she's doing. I'm like,
That is hilarious.
it's so the same person. Anyway, thank you all for indulging me in that for a moment.
That the
I
hair is spot on.
remember Ellen from season
Yes.
2.
Why is there multiple Elens that act exactly the same? I thought she came back. I got really confused.
I thought we had another returnee too. There's a lot of names. Just like there's only 5 professions in Quebec, one of which is a synergologist. There's only about 5 names as well. So Elaine, even though she has basically no screen time, she's kind of the Natalie of this for me. She dominated my brain space. She's a former private detective. Oh, so I think a bit of a smoker. And long may she live.
Ooh. Ellen, watch. Ellen, watch.
Ellen. We do have one more traitor though before I ask you for other standout faithfuls. So they aren't a starting traitor. In fact, Secret Agent Dominique ends up choosing this person. Her very own arch rival, Priest Francois.
Yes.
Who, unlike the priest we recently saw in the UK, he immediately reveals he's a priest, and ironically, multiple people think that he's lying about being a priest.
I know, it's like the tricky thing with some of these jobs. It's like you don't win. You can't win with because in his mind he's like, well, everyone has a unique job, and it's like, yeah, because half the people are hiding their jobs because they can't actually be their real jobs.
I think I've told this story about 7 times on the podcast now. But famously, people were convinced I was lying about my job. They were like, there's no way that you're just a blah, blah, blah. That's so boring. Everyone here has fun jobs. It was literally what Dominique got, except I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not living up to my potential. Thanks. I know.
Yeah.
All right, who are your standout? Give me a standout faithful for you.
A standout faithful. Wait, I have to look at the card. I have to.
Look at your card.
I like Nada.
Oh, Nada the drama. We
But do you
love
know what?
Nada.
But I felt a bit bad because they were kind of doing the same thing to her that they're doing to Anik. But Anik was actually a traitor and was actually kind of wild. While I don't think Nada did anything. They were like, oh, she's just so crazy. Look at her. Look at her just walking around. I liked her. I'm looking at the cast. I at one not to go into crush picks too much, but maybe this is an opportunity for an honorable mention. But before I watched the show, I thought Jacob was hot, but he's definitely not my top crush pick.
We
I
don't
like
we're trying to talk about this cast one by one and introduce them. So let's just Nada the drama first of all.
yeah,
She is
okay.
getting the Arnic treatment. She is one of 4 black people on the cast, 50% of which are under suspicion at this stage. But about 50% of the cast are lawyers. Lawyers are the new synergologists this
Yep.
season. Bring back
Yep.
the synergologists.
Yeah.
And then, all right, let's talk about Jacob, who I'm calling
Yep.
Circus Freak Jacob, who has
Yes.
this outrageous over-the-top mustache. When you told me he was your preseason crush pick, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. He is a circus artist. So when I say he's a circus freak, I'm being literal. And he rides a unicycle, which is actually the most ridiculous kind of circus performer.
Yeah. He throws knives. He does it all.
Oh, so you've done the full background.
Oh no, I just went on his Instagram and it was just like throwing knives videos. So yeah, so no, but he hopped on the thing. I don't know, he was a bit of a presence for a period of time and then sort of disappeared.
Yeah.
No, you kind of already Dominique, Elaine. Well, I looked up. The other lady was Yolene. So maybe they're twins.
Yolene, sorry.
But seriously, they could be sisters.
They could be. Very similar hair. I think
Yes.
we also need to give a shout out to Carol. So
Oh,
Carol, not to be confused with Caroline. Carol is this season's psychic medium.
Yes.
And Carol serves psychic mediums so hard that they get in their car and everyone's going around saying what their jobs are. And they're like, you're a psychic medium, aren't you, Carol?
Yep. But do you know what? Now looking at the cast, most of them look like they could also be a psychic.
They're
Like they
honestly
all
all psychic mediums. Love.
Synegologists or psychics.
I also we need there's two more that we like literally can't move on without talking about.
Okay.
And one of these is Ilari. Emo
Yes.
Ilari. So
Yep.
she's the young woman with the like loads of piercings and wearing like a harness in her cast photo.
Yep.
We have a new gology in the house team. Ilari is a thanatologist. Thanatologist. Do you know what
Oh.
a thanatologist is, Philly?
No. Like, well, she says on the show she's like a undertaker, right?
Oh, no, 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 no. She's so
Oh.
much more than an
Oh,
undertaker,
okay.
Philly. She's a
Okay, yeah.
thanatologist, okay?
Okay, yep.
It is a specialist who studies death, the
Oh.
scientific, psychological, and social aspects of death, grieving, and dying. They provide support to grieving and dying people. Morbid as hell. Definitely a goth.
Yes.
Crazy. And she embalms. She does describe herself as an embalmer. But I looked up what a
Yes.
thanatologist is, and they
Well,
do like a lot of death study.
do you know what? This is a sort of casting that Australian Survivor kind of wishes sometimes that the people had interesting jobs and were applying for the show, you know?
So Marc-Andre was dishing some tea, and apparently a lot of these Quebec seasons are recruits. So I imagine they're just like scrolling around Instagram looking for people with unhinged bios.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, good for
Yeah.
them casting people.
Yeah. Look, working hard.
And who's your last honorable mention?
Sexy Steve. So Steve, we
Okay,
barely see
yes.
him.
Yes.
We
Oh,
barely see him, but
but
he's fucking hot as hell.
yes.
And guess what? Guess what, team? He has studied everything. He's a management consultant, so you know he's pure evil. But he's studied law. In fact, we
Mhm.
get his full professional resume as his introduction to us. He has studied the fine high art of synergology. Synergologist
No.
Steve. No, no,
Oh
no,
my
no, 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 no,
God.
no.
Oh my God. That's why he was emanating. I was like, he reminds me of Manuel.
Sexy synergologist Steve. There is actually, I'm pretty sure now, someone fact check me on this. I remember when the cast was first released, and my memory is vague because it was in French and I hit the auto translate button. Is Axel the OD consultant slash also very hot, but like very up in everybody's grill? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure that this was Manuel's friend and that
Oh,
Axel also dabbles in the high
it's
art of synergology.
Senegology. Maybe. Wait, I'm on his profile.
I feel
I
like
wonder
there's a
if it
Manuel
mentions that.
connection there.
Do you know what? Let's just believe it.
Yeah.
He can be friend of Manuel.
Well, yeah, friend of Manuel Axel, we will circle back. All right. Shall
Yep.
we get into the episodes? Because it was juicy.
Yes.
Like, I've been
We.
watching the Traitors Turkey, and let me tell you, this was a palate cleanser.
Oh, good. Okay.
So they arrive at the castle. It's super haunted. The mask freaks arrive with a letter. Everyone needs to join Kareen outside. They go to the graveyard, which Emo Illyri is love. Side note, Philly, do you think, like, this is what I would want to know if I was there? Everyone's
Okay.
going to Psychic Carol and being like, so who are the traitors? I'm like, dude, the traitors aren't actually dead. She's not going to know. I
Yep.
want to know how many spirits are clinging to Illyri.
Oh, true.
Like, she is
Yeah.
there with people with terminal illnesses the whole way through until they die. She's embalming. Like, she's around dead people a lot. You've got to
Yeah.
think a lot of them are clinging to her.
Well, especially if she was their last point of comfort before they moved on.
Yeah.
She's probably has a bunch of people being like, I'm not moving on without her.
Hillary is haunted as hell.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would be grilling Carol about this. Carol, if you're listening, slide into our DMs, tell me, was Hillary haunted?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we're getting a repeat here in the graveyard of the twist we saw in Canada season 3. So basically, she's like, 2 people will return to the graveyard later tonight. but one of you will never return. And much like in Canada, all of the faithful remember this piece of information and cling to it, but the traitors seem to immediately forget it as soon as they're told to select 2 people.
Yes, exactly. Love that for them.
Love it. Oh, and we also have the same twist with getting extra money in the pot if you banish a
Yes.
traitor.
Oh, it's all the same story beats, but different
Same story
outcomes.
beats. At this point, like, did you know Secret Agent Dominique is getting heat from the get go? Like, oh, emo Hillary, other than being super haunted, she's got a lot of opinions as well. Like, she's
Yes.
throwing out names from the get go.
Yes. Yeah, she's into it.
Super into it. So she's like, that Secret Agent Dominique, sketchy, definitely lying about her career. Priest Francois is like, I'm going to go confront her about it.
Yeah.
But people are like, I think he's lying about it being a priest.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, skipping ahead, I'm convinced that we've got another married couple, another secretly married couple. We had
who?
one in the last season of Quebec, but we also had one famously in the last season of Canada. May their
Yes.
relationship rest in peace. Meredith and
Yes.
Charla. I think Kareen, who I
Yep.
actually do you remember Kareen was also secretly married to another
Yes.
cop in the I thought it was the
Yep.
same person. No, this is new Kareen. This is hypnotherapist Kareen.
Yep.
Kareen and sexy synergologist Steve.
Oh, really?
So I know. Okay. I know it's wild. Where's this coming from? I'm clutching at straws. In the
Yep.
mission in episode 2, Steve is like, I basically want to be partnered up with anyone except for Kareen. Which now I'm talking about this out loud. It's because everyone hates Kareen and she's getting banished that night.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want her stink on him. At the time, I was like, I bet it's because they're married. They're not married. All right, everyone forget everything I just said. That was unhinged of me.
I love that full circle moment you just had.
Okay, all right. Let's say there are 2 people who are married, though, because there's like always 2 people who are married. Do we think it's going to be like a gay relationship again?
Yeah. Is it oh God, what's his name?
Javier,
Uh
who I'm
Javier
obsessed with.
and
Javier's my favorite person on this season, obviously.
oh, there you go. Is it Javier and Justin?
Which one's Justin? Oh, Bold Justin. Bold
Yeah.
Justin gives. Is he giving gay to you?
No.
No.
I was trying to think of the next gayest person.
So, other people who I thought could potentially be queer here. Olivier, but he kind of gives straight, but he
Yep.
looks kind of gay. He has a gay mustache. The other one that was really throwing me off was Crypto Bro Yunez. Oh, is it? Yeah, Yunez, who
Yep.
also has a gay mustache but is really serving straight.
Yeah.
And then there's Patrick, the limousine driver.
Yeah. Patrick maybe. Yeah, nobody else is really giving queer vibes. Like,
All right,
Hillary could be
back to the drawing board, other potential couples.
Caroline and
No,
Yeah,
not fake news,
Sam.
Caroline. It's Steve and someone who's like, is there a hot kind of
No,
older lady there for him? No.
no. It's really sort of split between. Oh, like what? Not is too young.
Oh,
Donnie,
Rob and Donnie.
Rob, and Donnie.
He's okay. I wish we had more from Robert because Robert, Quebec, again, home of made up professions that don't exist. His profession, Philly, is crowd host. So he literally just turns and like hypes people up. He's a vibe.
He's a
He's
hype.
a professional vibe.
He does have the hat. He does
Yeah.
wear the hat. He's a professional hype guy. That's amazing.
Again, like how many professional hype people do you literally need in Quebec? I don't know, but Robert is one of them. And then
No.
Johnny is a talent agent. So I just feel like they're both in entertainment. It could go quite well together.
They could just be like their secret relationship is that she's his manager.
Yeah. Then this is professional networking.
Yeah. She actually got him cast, and then they're like, "Shit, we're down a woman. Do you know anyone?" And then she's like, "Myself."
I love. All right, so Traitors selection. Did you notice Kareen is doing a lot of outfit repeats as well?
Oh, um, not to bury the lead, but return of Boob Pillow.
Yeah, do we need to do Philly 5 right now? Stop down for a Philly 5 on
Yeah,
Boob
let's
Pillow?
yeah.
All
I
right.
do you know what? I realized the Philly 5 is really the Philly 5 fit check. Like what are they wearing? What's the vibe? Okay, let's do it. Philly.
We did.
Yes. Philly. So, um, yes, our outfit repeating. I am so glad we did have the return of Boob Pillow. And going off sort of the conversations we were having around Traders US, this reinforces the concept I had in my mind of we are in Kareen's game. We're in Kareen universe. This is her house. They are in her house. This is the graveyard. She's lurking about. These are her minions. She's not just some rando alien, the alien coming who emerged from space and is trying to integrate with the humans. She is a vampire boob pillow lady and she's here to slay. So I'm glad that she's reminding us she's wearing the same outfits again. But the boob pillow, like, like she put it back on. She went,
I was so happy to see Boob Pillow back.
mm-hmm. They
So
needed it.
happy.
Yeah.
Kareen is the best host, hands down, and anyone who disagrees is wrong.
Yeah. She because she's because I think there's on the spectrum of Claudia to Kareen, Alan sits too much in the middle where he's being eccentric but also trying to care. He's like, "Oh, I love these random reality TV celebrities, whatever." While Kareen really acts like an abstract entity that just sort of appears.
She could
Yeah.
purely, like, Claudia is amazing,
Yes.
obviously, but it breaks the like, what I like about how Kareen does it is it makes it murder mystery
Yes.
without you needing to do abusive missions. Like, I don't
Yes.
think the missions need to be horror themed. I think the
No.
fact you're living in this beautiful vampiress's castle and she completely embodies that character
Yes.
keeps the theme together. The narrative is really tight. And
Yes.
she boob pillow, boob pillow, people, boob
Yeah.
pillow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I have to review her outfits from Canada and just see what we're looking forward to seeing again.
I'm excited. So we get to Trader's selection. She pulls that same trick again where she taps everybody except the traitors. And we kind of get to meet our biggest douchebags, really, I would say, of the season here. In friend of Manuel Axel. So thrilled, then so disappointed, Philly.
Yep, yep,
And Crypto Bro Yunez, who I want to talk about for a sec. So,
yes,
Crypto Bro Yunez, not actually a crypto bro, he's a real estate agent, so incredibly evil.
yeah,
But the psychic Carol is like, no, you're giving Crypto Bro. And psychic Carol's never wrong. She's
yeah,
literally psychic.
yeah,
Um, Gay mustache, but aggressive heterosexual energy.
yep.
He's also completely crushed. And Camille Rose. I don't know what to think of Camille Rose at the moment. I'm like, do I stan Camille? I don't have a good feel for her yet.
There was a girl in the last Quebec season. I want to say her name was like Marie Pierre or something like
Oh,
like
Marie
she was.
Pierre, who was so hot, yeah.
Yeah, like there's like I think the Quebecois women, they seem to have really strong heads on their shoulders and like seem to really be able to do it. So I think our natural inclination is to like want to root for them because they seem
Yeah.
to be more switched on. Like
The men are dumb as
there's
hell.
yeah, 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 exactly. Because I think the women in the last Quebec season, we were really like, oh, they were all good. It was just the men that were a bit chaotic. But yeah, I think this time it's again the same thing.
Yeah. I agree. I think I really like her. I just don't know. So she's in like a girl squad, Young Girls Alliance. So it's Camille Rose, Traitor Genevieve, and then who's the other one there? I think it's Nada the Drama. Nada the
Yeah,
Drama.
yeah,
So I kind of like that three. Like that's a hot trio for
yeah.
me.
I like them. Yeah, I like them.
So our starting traitors, retired secret agent Dominique, influencer Genevieve. And we got to roll them out there because Elaine's feet are fucking. Get the lady some compression socks. Her feet are
Yep.
swollen. She had to take her shoes off. Psychic Carol not giving away her secrets. I love that
Yep.
she's got other colors. She's like, actually, like, yes, I can sense elevated energy, but my energy is so elevated. Like, please, guys, I know you'll all take what I say as gospel. So try and have your own opinions.
Mm-hmm. Love
I'd
that
love
for her.
to take her seriously when the psychic mediums on every other season are just like, get the fuck out of here, you loser.
Yeah, literally. You know what? No, but do you know what? Canada does have the better psychics. Donna and
Donna.
now Carol.
Um, None of the drama and Manuel's synergologist friend Axel are beefing. These two are going to be at each other for the next 2 episodes. They suspect each other. I wish they'd just make out. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think this is because they suspect each other.
you think it's
I think
sexual
because they
tension?
feel something. I think they
Mm.
feel something.
Oh, that would be a really hot couple.
Yeah. Well,
Bald Justin. So you pointed out Bald Justin earlier. Bald Justin is a vice principal of a high school. Bald Justin, I was very concerned about this man. Reading his bio, he does improv,
yeah,
which
he
is
did say that.
just a major turnoff for me. But he actually is quite good. He
Yes.
immediately rushes to make an alliance with Genevieve and Dominique, which is very lucky for him. And then
Yeah.
he's pretty much clocked them both he's clocked Dominique and Priest Francois in episode 2. So I actually
Mm.
think I've got high hopes for him.
Yeah. No, me too. Well, me too.
Me too, me too. Sylvie, people are beefing with Sylvie. She's caught in a lie where she's told one group of people she does want to be a traitor and another group of people she doesn't. Everyone's looking at Sylvie this episode. Anyway, drama. We get to the mission, and it's that same. This is where I started. It's that same mission where you divide
It's the
into
Meredith.
teams.
The
Yeah, where
Meredith, the famous Meredith.
Meredith, someone is lying about where they're from. Someone is lying. And it's me, I'm lying about being heterosexual, but someone else is lying. We have the physical team, math team, logic, social, and observation, and it just brought back all the feelings about heterosexual Curtis. I couldn't get him
Yeah.
out of my head over these 2 episodes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Curtis will be so happy.
I really miss heterosexual Curtis. Do you remember him fighting with Dom in this mission because he completely flipped it up? And then in the next
Yeah.
episode, when he thought that he deserved the shield because it was almost his birthday.
Yeah, literally. I know he was the star. We don't have a comparable star in the same way that he was in 2
Literally,
episodes.
they're all dunking. They're like driving Kareen into the ground. She's sobbing, being like, "You're bullying me." And I'm like, "Girl, you should have seen what happened to heterosexual Curtis."
Yeah.
It was a unanimous vote on both of you, and yet somehow it was crueler when it was heterosexual Curtis's almost birthday.
Yeah, true. I know. Like, there was almost no reason for everybody to dunk on him, but they have a few more reasons to dunk on you.
Yeah. Unlike the English-speaking Canadians, the French-speaking Canadians absolutely sucked at this mission.
Yeah.
So, Muscle Team, they finish first, one of only 2 teams to actually win. And in this boat, so this is Team Muscle, this is friend of Manuel Axel, Nada the Drama, Circus Freak Jacob, and Kareen.
Kareen.
Kareen. So, hypnotherapist Kareen, which is, again, this really rubs Axel the wrong way, guys. Things get really messy here. She's like, whoever gets off will be protected. We won't vote for you. You're going to go out. And she kind of points at Axel and circus freak Jacob. And Axel really feels like she was being manipulative and sneaky in this moment. Circus Freak gets up because he's just that kind of guy, you know? I'm a good guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But
Yep.
Axel is going to be on Kareen's neck from this point
Yep.
forward.
Yeah. Yeah. There's undoing. She said you, supposedly.
Ooh. And like
Yo.
Jacob, you could tell he was like, he seemed really emotional by the time we got to the round table. He's like, can we stop talking about the boat? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
upset at Kareen. Stop bringing it up. Like,
yeah.
Axel was like a dog with a bone.
Mm. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's like, it's like I'm the other half of this scenario and I don't care this much. And you're all dogging this one lady for something that I effectively volunteered to do in this moment. And you're all shitting on her.
Yeah.
And she was like crying.
It was very intense. So Team Logic is the only other one to do, and they get there. And this is where let's talk about fake news Caroline. So fake news Caroline, an older lady, I would say, but with a lip piercing and short spiky hair. She's got a bit going on. Giving kind of cop dyke, I would say. And
Yeah.
she is, because I call her fake news Caroline. She is a polygraph examiner and criminal profiler.
Yeah.
Two thoroughly debunked methods of criminal investigation.
Yep. Yes. That's why she's on the Traitors.
And Caroline famously wrong about absolutely everything the whole way through these 2 episodes. So she's literally made a career out of it. Love that for her. Anyway, she volunteers to get out without drama. And anyway, everyone's like, oh, why didn't Circus Freak Jacob and Fake News Caroline care about getting a shield? Blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't matter because Axel's going to be banging the Kareen drum harder.
Mm-hmm.
Post-mission, we're still hating Kareen. And this is where Secret Agent Dominique starts her campaign against Priest Francois. So he really diminished her. Did you feel like he diminished her here, Philly? Did you feel like this was...
No.
I feel like it ageist and misogynistic by Francois.
Oh, then maybe.
I feel like...
To be honest, I didn't even quite, I didn't actually, okay. Repeat, tell me what happened, because I feel like the only thing I remember was when they're walking in that hallway, and then he was like, you have something well going on. And she was like, what? Is that what they're
So he
referring
says
to?
to her, you can't just be a retired grandma. Come on. Like, everyone here has some sort of whatever career.
Yeah.
And she is like in tears about this. And I would say like 80% of that is because he's clocked her
Clocked
and
her.
she's a traitor and she's anxious about it.
Yeah.
But I also can see where she's coming from, where it's like, you can't. It was a little bit diminishing, but I actually feel like the thing she was really upset about was him being.
Oh, yeah, because I think in my mind, I'm like, she got clocked in the first day.
Right.
She's
Literally.
like, and to be fair, I feel like he's giving her more credit as a person. He's like, well, you clearly have some other, because I think the girls in the car at another point are saying something like, everybody has a life and you live, or somebody says this. It's like, everybody has a life and you might be at this point in time, but you've done a lot of stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
Somebody said that, something along those lines. They like reiterated the sort of theory.
Yeah. No, like, Hillary is all over it. Hillary is not letting it go.
Yes.
Tell the audience, Philly, about, so you remember Venus and Kevin, given chain necklaces, have to find each other, and Kevin just basically dances around the castle
No, it was
waving his chain
Coco,
in the air.
remember?
Oh, it's Coco. You're right. It was Coco. Things don't go that way this time, Philly.
No. No way. Yeah, but these two did it the most Vegas way. I'm going to have the chain lightly hanging out of my pocket. And then I'm going to thrust my hips slightly askew in the direction of people, as if that means anything. Like, but the fact that they both did it was crazy. Because at the end of the sequence, I was like, wait, surely they both, like, I had to double check, and then they did. They both did the exact same thing.
Straight up, guys, they don't find each other. Karina's like, traitors, you have to identify each other so that you can have a conversation and select 2 people who you want to join you in the turret. Otherwise, you're not going to be meeting each other. And they do the most wussy ass thing ever with it, like the chain kind of like slightly sticking out of their pockets. And then they aren't even brave enough to just walk around like that. They keep going and sitting down where you can't even see their pockets at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And while all this is going down, like Sylvie's having a fight with Nada the drama, like also bold Justin and fake news Carolyn hate Olivia, who we never see until episode 2. The faithful are just fighting with each other, not questioning why they're not going home until midnight.
Yeah.
They fail this. They literally fail this. And Karina's like, get your shit together, you cowards.
Because you know what's kind of crazy? Because they both were doing this thing where, because the issue was they both were doing the exact same thing. So they both had the chain barely hanging out of their pockets, and both were walking into groups of people and then immediately finding an out, which was the same out every time. So Genevieve was like, "Where's my water?" And then the other thing was, "Where's Francois?" And it's like, you guys can't. There's no. You guys aren't actually You guys aren't trying. You guys aren't trying. Basically, you guys aren't
Phil,
trying hard enough.
at some point, these wet blankets, and let me tell you, Priest Francois ain't any better. These wet blankets are going to be told they have to do a murder in plain sight. And I know this is going to be like the first time we've seen no murder in plain sight happen. They're just
Yeah,
not going to do it.
yeah. Do you know what I love about this scenario, just as a whole, is that this gives good credibility to the idea that no, they can fail these things and something happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that everybody's like, oh, they give them a lot of time to. No, these two actually did so bad that that it was different. We have 2 seasons that have the same twist, and they flopped so hard it made everything different.
They were like, no, we are not paying the rest of these producers past midnight rates. So everyone get in the cars. We're going home. They completely fucked it up.
Yeah.
So the
Yep.
consequences are they are not going to find out who each other are. Dominique and Genevieve, no, that's it. You're going to meet Corinne separately. And Genevieve, okay, you came in first. Nominate 2 people who could potentially be traitors. And she's like, okay, can't consult, doesn't even know who the other traitor is. She's like, let's pick 2. All right, let's just pick 2 people who already have loads of suspicion on them. Let's go with Sylvie. Everyone's beefing with her. Let's go with Priest Francois. Everybody thinks that he's lying about his job anyway. And she also tells Corinne, like, Genevieve Savage sometimes randomly feels. She's like, ugh, just please not Secret Agent Dominique. I can't stand her anymore.
Yeah.
She's too emotional. She's not cut out for this game.
Yeah, literally. I loved that. I love that because she was like, yeah, she kept everything close to her chest, and all of a sudden she unloaded on me, and I really hated that.
These guys are not going to get along. I've seen a really messy turret for us, Phil.
Oh yeah, especially like it's like one relatively young person and 2 older people. Like the dynamic is all weird.
And the older people hate each other. Like,
Yeah.
even when Dominique tries to kind of like level with Francois, she's like, this is never going to work. We're never going to be able to work together. This is atrocious.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Dominique now, like Genevieve sent to bed, bring in Secret Agent Dominique. She now gets to choose which one's going to be traitor and which one's going to be murdered. We bring in the selected, so they're only meeting Dominique. They have no idea about Genevieve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you actively hate Priest Francois.
Yeah.
Surely you recruit Sylvie. Priest Francois doesn't even want to be a traitor. He doesn't even really want to be here that much. Why on earth does she pick Priest Francois?
Because I think she thought that he would reject it and just rather prefer to go home rather than take the opportunity.
You think?
Like,
you think he'd turn it down? But then she didn't pick.
That's what I mean. I think she thinks he would turn it down and he didn't. And then she's like, well, that
But then she's
fucked me
stuck
up.
with Sylvie, who she's betrayed by sentencing to murder, who's now in the turret with her.
Yeah, but she could probably explain it as such. Like, I took it out of I wanted to pick you, but I didn't. Well, I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know what's going through. She confronts him. Like, he has no idea she's beefing with him. It's a one-sided beef.
Yeah.
And she's like, Francois, Do you even see me as a person? Or do I have to have a job or a secret like being a former spy to deserve a place here to you? And he's like, huh? What? No, it's fine. You're great.
Yeah. He's like, I just wanted to know more about you. She's like, yes, but that's not what a spy would want.
I was kind of sad to see Sylvie go. I was really looking forward to seeing her and Nada the drama fight in episode 2, but oh well.
Oh, we would have had like another version of the Korean banishment.
Yeah.
Like,
But with Sylvie.
yeah.
But no, this dramatic trio will be great as well. And it's also interesting dynamic, right? Because Dom and Jen, like Dominique and Genevieve, have not been able to bond before bringing in a third to the relationship. They don't know who each other are. So it's not like how Coco thought that her and Kevin had a special relationship.
Yes.
But also, because Dominique is insane and chose the priest over her friend Sylvie, she doesn't get the advantage of having a whole extra day with priest Francois and her being the one who chose him and kept him alive and brought him in, because she hates him and told him basically, you don't even view me as a person, fuck you.
Yeah. Because do you know what's really funny about this scenario? It's like, especially after all these seasons that have happened in the last 6 months, they all had this like third person introduced mechanic, whether or not they're a secret trader or whatever. And basically it functioned like a recruitment later down the line. You have these two people that have met at one point, and then you have an extra person coming in. The way this is all panned out, they all might as well have just started together.
No, the dynamics here are fascinating.
Yeah. Like, the casting might as well have just gone, you are all traitors. Like, they made their own drama.
Yeah, they did.
Without
Well, it gets
intending.
weirder throughout the episode, right? Because in the mission, for some reason, presumably, I mean, maybe to be found, Secret Agent Dominique still has her chain in her pocket, kind of dangling out a bit. Genevieve sees it. So anyway, we get to breakfast, obviously. Bold Justin, VP Justin, he's like, all right, so last night, you know what Karine said? That if the traitors chose 2 people, they went to the graveyard, one of them's dead. Also, I'm pretty sure Secret Agent Dominique and Francois, the priest, are traitors.
Yep.
He's not wrong. And then Axel has a massive fight with people, because that's what Axel does. He's like, if circus freak Jacob with his fugly-ass weird mustache doesn't come in, it's none of the drama, or hypnotherapist Karine. And hypnotherapist Karine pops off.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
When has that sort of announcement ever done anything? That's unnecessary drama, just announcing if it's not this person, it's this person. It's like the other person's like, whoa, okay, but like, what's the logic in that? Every time.
Yeah. Axel is one of those many people. So many people fall into this trap. Axel has, ever since he's been in the running to be on this show, has been mentally preparing himself to be a traitor. Convinced he's going to be a traitor. Does not have a game plan at all for being a faithful, even though statistically the odds are he's going to be a faithful. And now he's been thrown in, and he's just like, he did zero prep for how he was going to behave this way.
Yep. Yeah. He didn't do the ChatGPT AI profiles on random people.
That. So, yeah, okay, let's talk about Patrick for a little while. I saw Patrick had the same haircut as AJ. I was like, I don't know about that. But then we find out that he's a huge reality TV fan, and much like friend of the pod Kevin, prepared for the game with AI simulations, Philly.
Yeah. And do you know what? Maybe it serves you better being a faithful with that knowledge than a traitor. Because your perspective is that everybody's equal, and these are your profiles of the types of people you could be interacting with, as opposed to, now I'm a traitor, I have all the power, but I know all this information. Like, that doesn't really...
Yeah.
Like, what does that serve? Aurora Matrix is meant to be here.
Oh, yeah, where's Aurora Matrix? Anyway, Sylvie is dead and everyone is shocked because she was going out tonight. Like, Nada the drama was like, oh my God, Javier is dead. Obviously, because Sylvie's coming in, she's a traitor. Oops, no, she's dead as hell. Everyone's confused because they're like, all right, so she was a faithful. That was a dumb as hell murder. Like, why on earth did they murder her? But and Genevieve's like, oopsie. But Camille Rose, our
Yep.
queen, she's like, well, they would have chose two, thinking that they were, potential traitors. Both people they would have want to recruit, so obviously they picked someone with sus. They gave their pitch, and then they chose one, and the other one died. So that's why someone who would have been great for them to recruit is actually, in fact, dead.
Yep.
Now, you would think, following through that line of logic, they would be like, so the recruited person must have been one of the biggest, loudest names
Yep.
in episode 1, which would
Yep.
narrow it down to basically Corinne,
Yep.
Francois, Dominique,
Yep.
or that's basically it.
Yep.
That,
I'm trying to think of any of the other guys. None. All the other men aren't
no,
really. Maybe
like there's some on
Axel.
Axel, some on Nada, but like the really big ones that were consistent with those three, and they go after the one out of those three that isn't a traitor, and
Yep.
this doesn't even seem to be one of their arguments.
No, because I think as the day had rolled on and Corinne and the story of Corinne sort of traveled through everybody, they had immediately, because I guess you know too well, it's like the short-term memory of everybody is just like zero. So it's like as soon as the one story gets the ball rolling, they're all hyperfixated on the one thing. So they forgot about the other people once Corinne was a name.
No, yeah. Now it's all about this crackpot theory about Olivier. So, fake news Carolyn. She's spreading her fake news about Olivier. If you remember her and Ball Justin were kind of on his ass the night before. Axel is beating this hypnotherapist Corinne drum. Dude, she was so manipulative in the mission yesterday. And then we have Nada is like the second coming of, oh my God, what was she? She's like the best player to ever do it. Winner of last Quebec season, not the best ever. She was a really high agency faithful. Audrey.
Oh, yeah.
Audrey. Second coming of Audrey, because none of the drama like hides behind the piano while people are gossiping about her and then like looks out on them.
Yep.
Obsessed. Secret Agent Dominique goes to clear the air with Priest Francois. And then just ends up like getting genuinely mad with him because he doesn't want to like outwardly gossip about being traitors together. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a mess. We get to the mission. We're heading to the mission. Corinne, this is another thing that's going to be for Corinne. Someone told Corinne that Morbid, Hillary, and somebody else she can't remember had a verbal slip up and said they were going to kill someone tonight. But she doesn't remember who told her this. And let me tell you, you don't put emo Hillary's name out of there without some real receipts, Phil.
Yeah, literally. And when has ever someone, I don't remember who, said this thing? We should believe Mr. Invisible. Da na 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 na. Like what?
Yeah. So we have this really fateful heterosexual Curtis mission again. Blind pairs, one of them's blindfolded, helps the other one grab bags of money. Don't care, who cares? Then you have a sort of prisoner's dilemma-y thing where in pairs, you reveal your blackboards at the same time, saying which of you deserves a shield. If you get put down the same name, that person gets a shield. If you put down a different name, no one gets a shield.
Mm-hmm.
We end up with 4 shields here. We end up with, and I have to look at, Suave Rob, crowd pleaser. Circus Freak Jacob, hypnotherapist Corinne, Nada the drama, and Traitor Genevieve.
Yep.
Was there anything else notable other than Boob Pillow?
Mm.
Did you care about this
No,
mission at all?
nah. They went. No, there was no chest rugs. There was no one was looking hot. They were
There's
just
no
looking just
chest.
average.
Remember Chest Rub Kevin?
Yeah, literally. Like I seriously, I even like this is a very, not to say that nobody's attractive, but everybody's very just like everyday.
Yeah. Anyway, after the mission, again, names are flying around, and we get a moment. I'm mentioning this because it'll come up later. Oh, yeah. Secret Agent Dom and Priest Francois. So Genevieve has seen them.
Yes.
Genevieve now knows, all right, I chose Sylvie and I chose Francois. Francois is still in the game, so I know Francois is a traitor. She's
Yep.
now seen Secret Agent Dominique's chain at the
Mhm.
mission. So Genevieve knows now who all three traitors are.
Yep.
Dom and Francois have no idea who the third is. And they're kind of just like going around looking for chains, no, can't
Yes.
find them. Why? Genevieve ends up being forced by production to reveal herself to the other traitors after the round table before bed. She's basically told, if you guys don't meet up and find each other, then you're not murdering tonight. Why do you
Yep.
think that she didn't go to them earlier?
I don't know. I actually, okay, we already saw what they were like when they had to and they didn't do it. I the it- it's really interesting as well because something I noticed watching these episodes is that Genevieve gets basically all the confessionals. And Dominic gets basically none of the confessionals, especially in that first episode. Like Dominic gets for a person who got announced as a traitor, gets none. Something tells me while on paper Dominique is giving something, she's not giving enough. And so they have to be like, no, Genevieve, you have to like do all the confessionals. You have to walk up to this lady. Because I think in Dominique's mind, she's like, I'll just have it hanging out and they'll come up to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, because
But
Genevieve
that's not going
knew
to do
who they
anything.
were. That Genevieve knew who they were. She could
Yeah.
just go. What I'm saying is, why didn't she
No,
come up to them before the round table?
no, I mean, but like she has to because
Mm,
they prompted her, but because the other two were not doing it. They're just
yeah.
lardy-darring about, like,
I think that as soon as Genevieve knew who the traitors were, she should have been trying to build a relationship with them.
yeah, they're getting too caught up in their head. They're like, oh, it's going to be so suspicious that I'm just going to start.
Yeah.
And it's like, she did take them both aside and nobody suspected anything. I
Yeah.
think they needed a bit of prompting.
So votes are rallying for Kareen, and Eunice Crypto Bro Eunice is like, come on, circus freak Jacob. She's a traitor. Put her name down. And Jacob gets very upset about this at the round table, whatever, who cares? The more interesting conversation. So Secret Agent Dom is gossiping with barely there Olivier.
Mhm.
And she's like, by the way, hypnotherapist Kareen is going around and telling everyone that mostly Hillary, but maybe also you, slipped up and said, I'm going to kill someone tonight. And he's like, oh, what the
Mhm.
fuck? Anyway, then Hillary comes in and they kind of repeat the story. And Hillary, who literally lives on another planet, probably because she's processing information like
From the
through
dead.
about 60 different spirits
Yeah.
before it gets to
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
she's like, wow, I just clocked the tea. And immediately like sprints out the room and is like, Olivier just made a major slip up. He was just like, yeah, well, if I was a faithful, this is exactly what I would do. Can you believe he said that? Oh my God, Dominique and Olivier, they are the traitors. They are the traitors. They are the traitors.
Oh my goodness. It's like, Diva, Dominique was actually trying to save you.
Unhinged behavior, but we love it. Okay, shall we do a dramatic roundtable reenactment?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't realize you were able to do it via language.
I won't be doing a bad, or maybe I could do a bad French accent. I won't be doing a bad French accent, but I think it warrants one.
Okay, yeah.
So,
At least for one of them.
yeah. Well, no, because there's only one round table. That's why I was like, it's fine.
Oh, no, I mean, like, Elaine.
Yeah. Do we get
Yeah,
an Elaine speech here? Anyway, all right.
yes. No. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Beep, beep. Welcome to our vibes only dramatic roundtable reenactment. Karina's rocking an interesting look tonight. It's a black veil and an enormous peplum skirt, which kind of makes it look like her hips are pregnant. Enter scene. Hypnotherapist Karine opens. I am being judged. You run from me like I smell. I am assertive. It's just who I am. I am empathetic. Do not question my empathy. And I do shower. Circus freak Jacob. If Karine goes tonight and she's faithful, I will be coming for Eunice, who told me to vote for Karine because she smells. Crypto bro Eunice. Let's not be hypocrites. We all want to vote for Karine. Donnie. I, too, do not care for Karine. Hypnotherapist Karine. You're a bunch of vultures. I shared a look with Axel, and he maintained very long eye contact. Suspicious? Emo, Illyri. I have a major piece of evidence. I find Olivier and his little mustache very fishy. And not in the drag sense. He said, if I am a faithful. And Dominique is just intimidated by my positive energy. Olivia. Just for context, everyone, that conversation she's talking about, actually, we were bitching about Karine, so it's totally it's totally fine. Everyone then screams at hypnotherapist Karine until host Karine tells them it's time to vote, where it is a unanimous vote on Karine to the point where even Karine tries to scrub out the name Axel and put her own name down. It was a bloodbath. End scene, Philly.
Yeah, literally. Because I wasn't really like watching when they were reading out the votes because I kind of was like, okay, this is going to be what's happening. And when host Karine was like, no, I was like, what? And then I looked, she scrubbed it out.
She scrubbed it out. And Daddy Steve gets in, puts on his trainer pants and gives everyone, he's like, all right, everybody, and gives everyone a post-roundtable lecture. I was like, go, sexy synergologist Steve.
Yeah, there you go. Trana is here. The pets what is she possessing?
Oh.
Well, I wasn't really paying attention to his outfit, but
no, neither
she's possessing something.
Yeah,
possessing his face. I don't know.
Strikes me as the sort of person who's always... Remember how synergologist Manuel was always wearing a suit? Like, everybody else is in casual clothing, and Manuel is, like, ramrod straight in a suit.
Yes.
Steve has that energy. Maybe it's a synergology thing. Maybe it's like there's some book that says wearing a suit, it makes you exude masculine strength or something, and they've just, like, really taken that to heart.
Yeah. It's like if you see somebody in a suit, they are incredibly masculine and very smart. And they're like, Oh,
God. It just gives Andrew Tate for some reason. Anyway.
Oh.
Like those kind of rules. And you're like, oh, God, this is so embarrassing. Anyway, post-roundtable, Camille Rose confronts Fake News Carolyn, being like, I thought you had a lot of tea on Olivier. Why did you not come in and back up Illyri when she was talking? She's not satisfied with the explanation at all. If she doesn't hear something about it tomorrow, it's game over for Fake News Caroline. Meanwhile, Fake News Caroline and Javier, my fave, he's like, did you see, and this was kind of tea, to be honest, he's like, dude, when hypnotherapist Karine got up there and revealed she was the faithful and went out, we were all kind of sad, but did you clock Secret Agent Dominique's face? Like, that girl looked smugger than Annabelle's resting smug face.
That was really funny because they did they did the flashback as well. Yeah. And they say it when they're in the car. They're like, Illyri's like, yeah, can't you imagine Dominique taking off the cloak and being like, it's me.
Yes.
So Dominique not doing a very good job on not looking suspicious.
Dominique and Francois are toast. Like, let's be real. I can't. Those two are not winning at all.
No, they are not. No,
like,
there's
will
no
he
way.
even make it to the halfway point? I don't think so.
No, Dominique definitely not.
Anyway, so meanwhile, Secret Agent Dominique and Genevieve have been told to get their shit together. Find each other or you're not murdering. And then Genevieve plays these, she kind of like psychs them both out. She like asks them these sort of, well, actually, I just need to pull you aside and ask you some questions because this thing you did was really sus. And Dominique is just like, like sweating. And she's like, psych, I'm a traitor. They confirm their roles. And like Priest Francois kind of, I think he feels like he has a connection with Genevieve.
Yes.
And Genevieve's like, yeah, I kind of view myself as being the leader of the traitors. I'm going to keep
Yes.
Priest Francois in my pocket like Genevieve. Secret Agent Dominique not cut out for this. She can get out.
Yep. Yeah. Get out. Get out of here.
Anyway, up to the conclave for La Predicament.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we're not getting a straight-up murder here, Philly. It is a death row nomination. We need 4 names.
It's the beginning of Natalie Watch.
It's Natalie Watch. Oh, yeah, and then Jericho was on it and wasn't...
Yep. Oh, God, who's my fave? What's his name? Thompson. And we spun the wheel and it was Melanie. I don't know.
Yeah, some rando. And it was her. All right, so 3 of them, and they're not going to put their own name down by the look of it. So these are the names. We've got to pick 4. These are the ones they put out here. Genevieve suggests one of the girls in the Girl Squad Alliance. She's like, what about Camille Rose? She's smart.
Yeah.
Dom suggests sexy synergologist Steve because he's influential.
Yep.
Priest Francois nominates emo Hillary because she's nosy.
Yep.
Dominique suggests fake news Carolyn, and Genevieve is like, dude, she has no fucking clue what's going on. Leave her off the list.
Yeah.
And Francois's like, all right, what about Crypto Bro Eunice? Or there's also this other guy on the show called Pierre Samuel that we never see or hear from. They call him PS, by the way. He exists too.
Yep.
2 questions here.
Yep.
Who do we actually think is going to be on this list, and who do we think they should have put on the list?
I think the people that you'd listed, except for Pierre Samuel, are all good. Because one, I think they're all gonna not save Eunice or something. And everybody else is suspicious. There's no Jericho's here. Like, that's the thing. There's no Natalie. Like, because they're not going for the rando. They're not going for the borings. They went straight for these are suspicious people. They went the complete other side.
It could have, they did not. They're not as, keep in mind, these people are not as strategic as Coco, Venus, Kevin, the KKK. Venus begins with a V, so that doesn't even work.
KBK.
I tell you who I would have, I think Bold Justin. Bold Justin knows what's going on. I reckon get Bold Justin up there. I agree with emo Hillary. I think she needs to go on there, get a bit more sus on her.
I think Camille Rose is a good one.
Camille Rose is a good one, but I'm like, I suppose Genevieve knows she can save her. And I guess maybe in her mind, she's like, I wouldn't put Camille Rose on death row.
Yeah.
So that will clear. I can get her off death row and I would never put her on death row. So I'm kind of clear.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing stopping them from putting the coins in their slot or whatever the thing is.
Yeah. So I actually kind of like that as a pick. I think the final pick is going to be, I think it'll be Camille, Steve, Hillary, and then I think it's probably going to be Eunice, and I can see Eunice going out.
Out of unpopularity.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. And because also the mechanic is that the people are not going to give people the coins because they can potentially get out a traitor. So if Eunice is at the high target out of those 4, then they're going to purposely not. As opposed to when it was the borings, it was just who was the least popular boring.
Yeah. No one was actively hated.
Yeah.
So in terms of like who we think could potentially get banished here, obviously there was a lot of heat on Dominique. There was some heat growing on Olivia. There was a little bit of heat on Priest Francois. And then towards the end there, we see that Camille is a bit sus on Fake News Caroline. Do we think that Fake News Caroline being on death row we'll get Caroline banished next episode?
Yeah.
Or do we think it's
Big-
going to circle around on Dominique or someone or Olivia?
No. I think it's I think fake news Caroline has been spreading things, but not bringing it up to the round table. She's now in the pit. They're all going to be like, these two things together creates a very suspicious person. At the very least, you're not doing enough to help us. You're just spreading rumors. That's suspicious.
Suspicious. Suspicious.
What is suspicious in French? Suspicione.
Suspicious. Yeah. Suspicious. No, that sounds. Anyway, we're getting the accents mixed up there. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
did it like I was Italian.
Yeah.
Suspicione.
Suspicione. We're the worst. All right. Shall we do? So Eunice murdered. Fake news Caroline banished. Shall we move into Crush Pyramid?
Yep.
Crush Pyramid. Crush Pyramid. Crush Pyramid. Crush Pyramid. Who is... Who's your Crush Pyramid, Philly?
So on the bottom of my crush pyramid, okay, we sort of kind of already alluded to it. So, I definitely want to put Daddy Steve. I was like, who is this handsome man on the screen? Didn't think too much outside of that. I was just like, good for
Steve is
you.
daddying.
Yeah, good for you. So I really liked him. There was something about okay, I hadn't quite decided on this person. So I think I'm gonna decide that maybe Nada. I don't know. She's pretty hot. That
She
I
is.
didn't like that they kept saying that she was gonna do a bunch of stuff that she never did. It was like really strange, and so I felt a bit defensive of her.
Yeah.
But I think she's just like hot and seems fine. But top of my crush pyramid, I already said it basically before, but it's definitely going to be Bold Justin, and I think it will be until he gets eliminated. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Bold Justin.
yeah. Who were you thinking I was going to do?
Olivia.
No,
Bold
no way.
Justin.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, Circus
I
Freak
followed him
Jacob
on
was a
Instagram.
stretch, but Bold Justin. Okay.
Yeah, wait. I'm going to look at this cast again and think who.
Christ. All right.
Yeah, Bold Justin. Originally, it was going to be Jacob. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I said before. Originally, it was Jacob, but then, like, as the episode rolled on, I was like, no, Bold Justin is my top pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go through kind of my short list here.
Okay.
Axel, really hot, but I think I'd find him kind of annoying in real life. Camille Rose, hot, but I'm not really feeling it. Donnie, hot.
Yep.
Elaine, like ironically hot, kind of want to be spanked by her.
Yep.
Genevieve, hot, but I don't know if I'm crushing on her yet.
Yeah.
Javier, hot in the way that I'm just thirsty for like cunty gay men.
Yep.
Nada definitely. Robert, I'm kind of feeling Robert, but he was a little bit not on the screen. Definitely Daddy Steve. All right, so I think I've got it here. Okay. So give me on the bottom, Daddy Steve, sexy synergologist Steve. I was thirsty for Manuel in the last season. I'm thirsty for keep this going, Steve.
Yep.
Then on the other bottom of my crush pyramid, give me Donnie. Donnie, she's funny, she's outgoing, she's got a lot going on. I just feel like she's super fun.
Yep.
And then top of my crush pyramid, it's Nada the drama. She's there. She's at the center of everything. She's not letting Axel tell her what to do. She's coming for your throat. Nada the drama.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the person I was considering flipping with Nada was Genevieve, but same vibe. Like, I'm like, she's doing all right, but like, I need maybe one really good confessional where she's like, looks great.
In the way, like with Traitors Turkey, I'm now 6 episodes in and there's not a single one of them left I like. Like, honestly, shoot all of them into the sun. I feel like with this cast of Quebec, I'm going to form deep obsessions with multiple of these people.
It's Canada, Annabel. We love Canada.
I love
Little
Canada.
Canada.
I live and breathe Canada, frankly.
Like, seriously, I think the in same way that we had Natalie watch, I think the Quebec version is Sexy Synergologist watch. So,
Sexy
like,
synagoguist. Please, can we find out, Axel, was he a friend of Manuel's?
Manuel.
Manuel had a friend. I'm going to message Manuel after this and find out, and we'll circle
Okay.
back on it next week.
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, ChiliPhilly, what do you want to sprue?
Nothing. You can follow me on Instagram at ChiliPhilly.
Yeah,
What about
please
you,
follow
Annabelle?
Babes in the Conclave on Insta. Message us, please. Like, this is the off season, and also we've just taken a bit of a break because our social lives are really active. So please come back, tell a friend, continue standing up for us when people are like, who the fuck are they and why are they here?
Yeah,
We
why
love
are they?
you. We ride and die for you. We ride and we die for our babes. We really do. And if there's anything else you think was interesting this off season, let us know. Because in May, baby, she's back. And what was? Oh yeah, I'm away now for like 10 days, so we will find someone to fill in for me for episode 3. Otherwise, in 2 weeks' time, I promise we'll be back with stuff, and we're gonna have super fun time with it.
Yeah, we will.
Babes in the Conclave. We love you. See you soon, everybody. Bye.
Bye.